Hey guys. Alright, so this is my first video, so please bear with me. I hope that I explain everything correctly. So last night on the DIY Party Moms group, I posted a little video and some footage of these little beauties that I made from Dollar Tree. So here we go. So let me start off with what you'll need. So of course you will need your glue gun. I like the Gorilla Clear Grip. One, because it's strong, and then two, it dries kind of quickly, but it is messy when you apply. You will need duct tape and one of these, either painter's tape or masking tape, and you'll see why later. Don't need both of them, just one or the other will work just fine for that step. I've made 4 of these, so this time around I will be using latex gloves. For those of you who can deal with the sticky and the ooey and can rub it off, cool, do it. Gloves are not really required, but I like them. And we will also need the blinged out ribbon deal. This I got from Michael's. They were actually on sale, so a little bit cheaper. Some Dollar Trees have the thinner band, which is what I used on these, but today I'm going to use a wider band because I'm using this particular one I'm making today for something else. And last but not least, from Dollar Tree, you will need 5 of these. Y'all see all my little things on my screen? Too much. Anyway, so yeah, you'll need 5 of these. Got an extra glue stick just in case I'll need it. So we are going to go ahead and get started. I look a mess, but all good. I'm at home chilling. All right, so here we go. Let me pan down and hopefully you guys will be able to see everything I'm doing. All right, so first step is I'm going to lay them out how you're going to need them. You're going to make a cross. I kind of stole some tips from various videos on YouTube and then put my own little spin on it. Alright, so we're laying it out like this because you're making a box. Alright, got it, got the gist of it. So for me, my first step is Gorilla Glue. And I need my glove. So for this, I'm going to line one edge at a time and apply each side one side at a time. Look, messed that up. Anywho, so I always start with the Gorilla Glue, the same thing you would do if you had E6000. Again, it's the same, pretty much the same product, but I like this one because the quality is a little bit better. Alright, so your centerpiece is what we're working with because that is the base of your square. So I'm lining it here with some glue. Alright. That's cool. And then I run it with the opposite side that's going to stand up here. I'm going to run my hot glue along the bottom. And this is just to kind of secure it until the Gorilla Glue dries. Make sure you have a flat, clean surface that you're willing to get messy because the glue will seep out. And next you're going to either take your top side or your bottom side and work with that one. Alright, so it should hold good enough at this point to stand by itself while you quickly go ahead and do the next side. Same thing, Gorilla Glue around the side of the bottom glass piece. A little bit of hot glue on this one. Alright, go ahead and connect it. And try to get your edges as close as possible, more so at the tip. Don't worry about the space at the bottom, more so here. I'm going to add a little bit of hot glue right along the side here, just to secure it. Let it dry just a little bit, get it secured just a little bit. So now I'm going to turn this around so you can see the purpose of this duct tape. Duct tape is just another step to hold it in place while it is drying overnight. And you only need 4 pieces. Duct tape is pretty easy to rip. You don't really need any scissors. Alright, you can see I'm just taping it on the inside. Get it as close to the crevice as possible to hold it in place. Phone's ringing. Don't know where it is. They are going to have to wait. All right, so that's the gist of it, and then I'm going to go ahead and complete the other two sides. Don't forget, we're going to add the Gorilla Glue to the edge of your bottom surface. And then your hot glue here. Uh-oh, must be important. I didn't answer. Send a message. And you hold it close, line it up. Don't forget the little bit of glue right here on the edge. Alright, so I am turning so that you guys can see. And again, this duct tape is just another way to secure it while it's drying. And now time for the last piece. Today I'm doing good. I don't have any glue on my hand just yet. Another tip, I think I mentioned this earlier, whatever surface you're working on, you can either have wax paper over it if it's your dining room table that you don't want to mess up. But this is my craft table. I do everything on this table. So I'm willing to get it dirty and stick in, and I'll go back later and peel all the glue off. But just make sure it's a surface that you're willing to either get dirty or can cover up with wax paper when working with glue. Alright, before I close this off, I'm going to get my two little dots at the top. Yeah, I pushed it up too far. Okay, let me get this last little piece of duct tape. And remember not to push on your sides too hard because they will fold in and then you won't have a perfect square. Again, oh, see what happens when you pick it up too soon? Alright, so you want to make sure that your sides are even. You got it going on. Alright, so your cube is now put together. That easy, that simple. Now, on the inside of the box, in each one of these little corners, I am going to run some Gorilla Glue up the sides just to secure it a little bit more. Because remember, it's glass. It's subject to get tapped at your events. Uh-oh. People tend to mess with stuff. So as you can see, my little side here is not cooperating. So we're going to start over. And this is when we pick the glue off. This is the mirror that had the hot glue on it. So I'm assuming I waited too late and it already dried. Go back. Repeating the step. I'm adding the glue. Alright, this time I'll be a little bit quicker. Alright. Alright. Sorry I got a little quiet on y'all. I got to focus. Alright. Reposition my tape on the inside, that duct tape there. Alright. So again, either one of these will work. I personally like the paint tape and the masking tape, whichever one you have handy. The purpose of this is because we're going to wrap it around the box to make sure that it's holding together until it dries. I like this tape because, of course, it does not leave any adhesive behind and give you a headache when it comes time to clean. Now, you want to make sure that it's tight, but not too tight to where your sides start to fold in, because technically they are not dry just yet. Gorilla Glue Normally dries within a few hours, but I like to let these type of projects sit overnight, just like we would with E6000. And then we just rip it off. All right, so we have that going on. And now time to do our rhinestone. Let's get that open. And this stuff is really inexpensive, good to have anytime you want to bling something out. So try to measure it. So this one I'm cutting in half because I'm going to put some at the top and at the bottom. So I'll be using just half of this. I don't cut it exactly what I measured because you just never know. Alright, so this one has 2. Alright, I'll be cutting it in half, save some of my material. Alright, just a minute. Sorry y'all, I'm not video editing savvy, so you have to sit through this. I know how to fast forward and do all that other fun stuff and speed up the video, but it ain't happening today because this is just for my DIY party moms. Alright, so many of you have used this material and probably wrapped it around many bases, so the concept is pretty much the same. I use both the Gorilla Glue as well as the hot glue. I just run around my box with a few little dabs all the way around, followed with some glue. You want to make sure that it's secure on the edge all the way down. So I'm going from this way to make sure it's glued down. And make sure it's even with your edge and not too high over the top. And at this point, I'm putting my gloves back on. Once you apply it, you want to press and make sure that it's a good little stick. You can add some hot glue along the way just to be on the safe side. Good thing about the glue sticks that I use, they dry clear. I know some glue sticks, when they dry, the glue turns white. But the glue sticks that I use, they dry clear, as well as the Gorilla Glue. So I don't have to worry about that happening. And it's nothing fancy, nothing neat, nothing specific. And as you can see, it gets really, really messy, which is why I keep my gloves on. Alright, and we are coming to the end where they match up. And I am going to cut it right where it lines up. Alright, the tip of it, I close it off with some hot glue gun. With hot glue. Alright, and we will do the same thing for the bottom row, and we will be complete with our project. So this one I'm going to run through really fast. And when you do this, where you put glue on all 4 sides, you have to move pretty quick because, again, the Gorilla Glue cures pretty fast. And just press it to make sure that it's secure with both the hot glue gun. Both the hot glue and the Gorilla. Alright, and one more side, and we should be good to go with this box. Alright, ladies and gents, here's our box. We're done. One thing that I did forget to mention was this little foam square that I got from Dollar Tree. So it's $1. You would place that on the inside. That duct tape that we used earlier to put on the inside of it, I'm not taking that out. No one's going to see it. It's, you know, cosmetic stuff on the inside. If you all up in my box, you're doing too much at the event. Alright, so the foam goes in. I found these at Dollar Tree. These are some of the prettier flowers. Sometimes they can look a little cheap from Dollar Tree, but these were pretty nice, so I decided to get them. I do not cut my stems on my flowers. If you are one who cuts the stems on the flowers, that is where the foam piece would come in handy. So because I don't, I level off my roses and I kind of bend them so that they're all even in height. And then I shape the wire to go inside of the box. Alright, so we have one. Same thing here. Because I like to reuse my flowers for different things. Yes, I know it's $1, but hey, save it if you can. Alright. And then from there we can kind of shape the stems to be where you need them to be. Alright, y'all. So that's that. Give me just a minute to remove the tape. And I will show you guys the finished product. Alright, so there we go. All finished. Product is complete. Hopefully this was very informational, not too long. It's 20 minutes. I'm sorry, guys, but it's the best I can do. It's my first video. So hopefully this works out for you. And if you're able to make the project, please feel free to share. You know, at DIY Party Moms, we like all pictures of events and decorations. So thank y'all again for the likes and comments. Much appreciated. Again, hope this works out for you guys. Have a good day.